Hi, today I will show you how to use the original Turbodecoder HU100 8 cuts. On this profile you can open Opel, Vauxhall, door, ignition or trunk lock, and also Chevrolet and Saab. Few words about the tool. Its original device, serial number, explanation, and our website. This is the profile, tension wheel to apply tension left and right, pin access wheel to reset the pins and to read the code after the opening. Here we have stop points we have to follow with the back wheel line, and that is inside of the box. You will see a couple of setup devices with engraved the model HU100, the same device we use for 100R, which is a BMW after 2013. To reset the sliding pins and to make the tool ready for operation, you should push forward this ring and turn totally to the right the back wheel, and then keep the tool steady with the finger here, which is important to not stress the tool when you push this calibrated needle, and then inject that needle in every singular hole which you see at the edge of your profile. Just inject and press. The shoulder of your setup device will stop and the point will guide the pin in a maximum high position, and the tool is ready for opening. So I will show you a couple of procedures. Let's get the original GM locks. Mount it here. Clean the lock with W40. It's always help to clean the lock from the powder or dust. Then when the lock is clean, every singular disc will move easy, pushed by its own tiny springs are inside. That is important because if there are some blocked disc like this, and when this disc is moved hardly, the opening is very difficult or impossible. So inject this spray, and with any key blank, cut it with any coat, just move back and front, and the discs will start moving freely. Next step is to discover the correct orientation of tool insertion. It can be inserted like this or upside down. One is good, one is not good. How to understand the good orientation? To insert the tool in the lock, just keep this ring forward and the back ring to the right. Get on the middle ring, insert, touch the bottom of the lock, and then from here press forward. If you see this movement on the handle, it means that the tool is not correctly orientated. You should click like this, extract, reverse, insert again. And now you didn't see the movement here. It means that the tool is okay for start the opening procedure. 2 fingers here, slide back, and you see 3 stop sectors on the middle ring. Let me give you a better view. Now on the front ring you have to apply tension to the right and to the left. The tension force, if it's too strong, of course you fuck up the device. If it's too weak, the tool doesn't work, so you should go somewhere in the middle. Middle tension force, I mean. Apply tension, start with the right side and then turn the back wheel to the left till the line go to the first stop sector. You stop here and turn back completely this wheel. Only then release the tension. Check the lock, tension to the left now, stop at 1 again and turn back. This is the standard procedure. You have to repeat this first stop point for, let's say, 20 times. We discovered that with the 20 stops at 1, you get reading of the code of the key, and if that reading is not enough, after 20 stops of this line to 1, if the lock is not open, it means that you need to increase the rotation of back wheel and go to 2 after 20 stops at 1. In that way you continue to get impressioning from different dips of different pins. Okay, 20 stops at 1, as you see the lock doesn't open. It means that we have to go further and to get more impressioning for some pin or disc. Nothing. Let's go on to, now we point the line on the second stop sector, which is in the middle, and we stop here. We can stop here, 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 but keep that stop in this sector. Once again, the tension force, medium strong, and keep stopping in the middle. Now, if we fail to open at this stop point, we have to go more and just continue with the right and left tension on the front wheel, but rotate the back wheel totally to the left. It will stop by itself, and this is the maximum of the travel of this rotation, and some locks will open at 3. This is the standard procedure, and the first procedure you have to apply when you have to open those models of cars. When the procedure is finished, no matter if we open or not, we have to extract the tool from the lock. There is only one way to do that. Keep the lock in a neutral position, vertical. Because you know, if you have lock in rotation, even with the key, you cannot extract the key. The same happened with the Turbodecoder. Just stay in a neutral position, turn totally to the right the back wheel, and this ring, you have to push it totally to the front. It will say click, go into the main handle here, and only in this way you're able to extract the tool. There is a few fundamental mistakes the users often do. I will show you. So they unlock the car, and because of the enthusiasm, because of adrenaline, they just forget to prepare the handle for extraction, and they try to extract the tool now. That is not possible. They get panic, they try even harder, and they break the tool. Or there is another people who forget something, who remember something, and they just close this up to the front, but forget to go right with the back handle, and this is only make the tool not possible to get out from the lock. So thanks to those two mistakes, the people break the tool. Simple and easy, right, front, extract. Now we can get the mechanical code of the lock. To make that, and when we have to read the lock, it's better to make a couple of additional movements with the Turbodecoder. So we are into the lock, we try and we open the lock. In the moment the lock starts to turn left and right, if we have to read the code, we just need to stay in rotation, no matter right or left, and rotate the back wheel totally to the left, to the maximum travel, and then gently move the tool by follow the plane of the key. Let me show you. There is one key, so we are in rotation and we have to juggle the tool in this direction. If we are in the other side rotation, of course, with this direction, follow this plane. What happens when we do that? We give a good impression, the discs of the lock imprint very well their position on the sliding pins, which are here, those pins. As you see, they have a different deeps now. This is deep, this is high, high and deep. So when we juggle the tool like this, we imprint the code very precisely on the lock. And then to read the code, we are here, turn it, pump it to maximum, juggle it on both directions. We notice that when we pass in the neutral from right to left and vice versa, we notice that when we pass exactly in the neutral position, the tool reacts like a key, smoothly pass from left to right without any blocks here in the middle. That means that the code of this lock is very well imprinted on the pins of the Turbodecoder. Now we extract the tool, pull back, and the pins become visible and totally to the left. In that position of the handle, we juggle the tool, and in that position of the handle, we have to read the mechanical codes. How to read it? We have to start from the first pin closest to the handle. This is the order, and in our case, the first pin is this one. The second pin is on the other side, this pin. The third pin is here, and so on up to the last pin. So on this paper we put here in your box. This is the decoder, this is the chart, and we have to write up to here because this is an 8-disc lock. First pin is closest to the handle. We have to write down the number we discover on the decoder. Don't forget, open, maximum left. Look for the first pin, this. Now, we remember that when we reset the tool, we put the pin in maximum high position, or deep 1. This guy is maximum high, it didn't move down as this one, so we see a couple of ones on those positions. And here, this pin, this is the top of the pin, sorry, it's matched to the first line of the key profile. Code number 1 is here, over the top. First line indicates you cut number 2. Second line indicate you cut number 3, and this bottom here indicate you cut number 4. We have 4 dips on those locks, and the code of this one is 2 on the first disc. On the second disc we have top of the disc matched to the second line is 3, third disc is 1, fourth disc is 2, 1 again on the 6th position, 7th position is 3, and the last position is 3. If we write those numbers in the order I just explained it to you, we will receive a mechanical code of this lock. And if we have a CNC locksmith machine, we can insert that code, put the virgin key blank and make a mechanical key, and then use it to open the car, start the engine. Actually, you start the engine when you run the transponder learning, and that is, you don't have to dismount the lock and to read the code. Turbo can do that. To open another lock, one more thing, when we have a code imprinted into the decoder, we can use this decoder to unlock the car, but when we reset the pins we destroy the combination, and we can open another lock. Let's reset it. Front, right, inject. On the other side the same. And go. Let's try ignition lock. You see original ignition lock, not manipulated. Once again, the orientation, the tool will show you the orientation. That is a good orientation. No movement in the handle. Other way, you will see this. So when you see this, click upside down, touch the bottom of the lock, open this wheel, and remember that on ignition lock you have to apply tension only to the right, because those locks will work with the right turn only. Right tension, pump to 1, turn back, release tension. Repeat 20 times. Now opening, go on the second sector. Slowly the pins come in the shell line, and in some moment the lock turn. Now you can push here, extract, and do service, do whatever you want, but you are able to give a contact to the cluster. If you put the transponder here, you can also learn the transponder. To extract the tool from the lock, go left, totally, turn right the back wheel and push to the front the middle one. Only now you get out from the lock. Reading, you have to do the same. Turn, pump to maximum, line to 3, and juggle the tool gently. It's go from the neutral in rotation without clicks here, without stuck. It means that the code is very well imprinted and you are able to read exactly the mechanical code of the lock. To extract the tool, once again, right, neutral position, front, In the same way as the door lock, you can turn the trunk locks with the tension left and right. And here on this red guy I will show you a different procedure, because as always any rule have exceptions. Let's reset the tool. Remember to use only 100 market device. If you use anything else, you kill your tool immediately. There is a risk for you to flip the pins away if the needle is longer than this one. Let's see the orientation. Wrong one, correct one. Now, if we start the usual procedure, right and left by stop at 1, and the lock is not open, let's go on 2, nothing, go on 3, nothing, and we say, wow, Turbodecoder doesn't work. Of course, there is exceptions on some locks, or depend of the code of the lock status, your hand, so depend from many factors. In this case you can use different technique. Turn right, extract, reset the tool, and you can try to apply tension only to one side. Let me show you. Insert, wrong, correct. I will start with the left side. Tension to the left, 1 back release. Repeat, 20 stops at 1. Only left tension. Nothing. Go on 2, 20 stops at 2. Nothing, go on 3. Nothing. Reset. I'm sorry that the video is long, but I feel obligated, like an inventor or a manufacturer does too, to explain you those tricks. They are important. Now left tension, nothing. Right tension. Second sector. Third sector. And the lock is open. So in that way you can use the tool also, or there is also another technique, but I didn't recommend it. Anyway, I will show you. Let's reset again. So some people use that last method I will show you, but they risk to stress the tool and to break it. I will show you how they do. They apply tension and pump to maximum. Turn back, release, tension, max, back, release. In that way they still can open and pretty fast, but in big part of the cases they overpump the pins and no opening happen, or they stress too much the tool and they found the problems after. For this reason we make that graduated stop points, just to avoid unusual stressing of the tool. But when you are desperate and you have to open the car, you can try also this method. To extract, always neutral, right, front, and extract. So, in this way you have to use the original tool and apply those techniques only on this device. On the other devices you found in the market, I don't know and I'm not responsible, and you have to ask your source how to use those tools. Thank you for watching this video and good luck with Turbodecoder Locksmith tools.